Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I've missed you all a lot over the last 9 days, but it's been very busy with the holidays and whatnot. So here I am back again, and I want to go over the market recap for the year 2023. It's been quite a year for all of our funds and all the indexes. So I'm going to go to Yahoo Finance and let's do a market in review. We've had a really good year overall. So we ended the year on a little bit of a down note in our last trading day of 2023. The Dow was down 20, the Nasdaq was down almost 84, the Russell was down 31.26, and the S&P was down 13 and a half. As far as the major indexes, though, for the year 2023, like I said, we've had a really great year, and especially the last quarter, we've just been on a tear upward. So the Dow ends the year at about 13.74% gain, but since Halloween, we have gone. Really, the 14% that the Dow is up has come all the way since Halloween because it's been like a straight shot up if you look at the chart. As far as the Nasdaq, we've had a really good year. We're up almost 45% in the Nasdaq, which is phenomenal. So for everyone that did those QQQ options, you're looking pretty for sure. Since October 26th, we are up almost 20% in the Nasdaq since that day and onward, which is just incredible. As far as S&P, we're up 24.73% for the year. 15 of that came after October 26th as well. And then the Russell, we've started to see a nice rip in the Russell too. We're up we're up for the year 15.78%. But again, in that last quarter, since October 26th, we're up 22.33%. So all of our gain really came from what we saw in the last quarter of the year. So really good. And as far as, so those are the major indexes, but obviously we want to see how we've done with our favorite Yieldmax funds for the year. So let's see who we got here. We got a new fan known as Forward Thinking Income. Welcome. Blake Downer is on. Likes the beard. Yeah, I'm growing it out. So yeah, that's we had, instead of a no shave November, we had a no shave December. And I promised that I would keep it at least until New Year's Day. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so back to this. TSLY. We are for the year. We didn't stay above $12. Oh, great. um, let's see here. So TSLY for the year, we are at, and I'm not going to look at them all. I'm just going to look at a few of them. And I hope to get back to a regular video schedule by next year, hopefully after New Year's. We're actually down 10.94% in Tesla, but at one point we were up until July, we were up 36% in Yieldmax. So the second half of the year has just kind of been a collapse for Yieldmax because what we were up, we've lost pretty much all of it. I do see some good plays coming for next year that I want to do leap options on. One just flashed across my screen here. I think Okta. Well, Okta stock has actually been okay. It's gone up from 66.30 to 90.53. So, and a lot of that gain came within the last couple months. We're up 30% year to date, which really this is the full year gain because we've already closed our last trading day of 2023. So we're up 30% in this one, but I still think Okta has a ways to come back, actually, if it were to get back to where it was um, and up during the pandemic. So Tesla, I'm hoping that we're at like a low point and that Tesla stock will come back and that we'll be able to get in cheap to Tesla and hopefully see a run up like we've seen in Coney and SPY. As far as Tesla stock, we end the year at 248.48, and that's still, compared to where we started the year, that's still a pretty solid gain. 130% for the year in Tesla, yet TSLY is down 10%. Go figure. Coney is, I'm sure, rounding out the year as our favorite Yieldmax fund. This one is, look at this, it gained back its dividend that it paid out, which is incredible. So Coney, because Coinbase has also been on a tear. Also, we've got the Bitcoin halving coming next year. We're up 52%. This is off the charts. I got to tell you, Jay is definitely earning his fees with this one. We're up 52% in Coney for the year. Um, and it only has been public since August. It started at 1976, which again is phenomenal, and it's got like 100% dividend rate. And then Coinbase stock. Let's see. Let me type in Coinbase stock, and then we'll look at our favorite. We've got like three favorite ones. So Coinbase stock was actually down 1244 today, and let's see. But it has been on a tear, especially in that third or fourth quarter of this year. It's like a team. You want to save your best effort for the fourth quarter, right? So this is phenomenal. Coinbase. God, I wish I had bought Coinbase this year. 455% gain in the year. Imagine leap options on that. Incredible. And then SQY. SQY is at 26.23. So this one I also believe recouped its dividend. Let's see. So I'm going to type in SQY. 31.74% for the year. And then as far as Square, so Square, we are at 19.66%. And then really the last, we're at like a 90% gain since November 1st. But for SQY, SQY's actually outperformed its index, which is the Square or the block stock. That's amazing. So if we go look at SQ, yeah, if we look at block, it's actually outperformed block. 77.35 or $77.35 is where we ended the year at. But yeah, like I said, we're up like 20% overall in the stock. So the fund has actually outperformed the stock, which is incredible. So all in all, comparing the last 2 years side by side, 2023 was a much more incredible year for investing. 2022 was definitely a down year, but we've definitely made up for it in 2023. So here's hoping that 2024 will be even better, right? And we can get back to our prior years where we were averaging like 30% a year. Let's see. Forward thinking income says, I watched your interviews. That's great. Okay, if someone bought and held Yieldmax to take out distributions, not drip, couldn't that be a problem if the underlying stock drops because the option will be on lower price? So your initial yield, yeah, that's kind of the core crux of the issue with Yieldmax, right? Because if you just keep taking the dividends and the fund drops, then you're seeing that NAV erosion. So like Jay has said in his interviews, you really have to reinvest the dividends in order to um, actually see a gain. Initial yield could be 50x, but later find you're not getting that at all. Right. Well, I mean, like they say, 100% yields, but it's being paid out, and then the underlying uh, ETF ends up dropping a lot. So that's the thing with that. So all right, you all. Glad I could pop back up here before the end of the year. I'll try to get another one out, hopefully before the end of the year. It won't be 9 days between videos. I definitely need to get back on a more regular uploading schedule. But those of you in the know, there's been a lot going on. So let's see what else. What else? I definitely don't want this to be the last video of the year, but I feel like we have like 54 hours left in the year, which is interesting. It's been a good year for sure. Hopefully, all of you all can say the same. For me, it's actually been a great year. Um, but anyway, I would say 9 days is probably my longest streak this year without an upload. So we'll try our best not to replicate that streak. So, all right, you all. Thank you all for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And we will see you all very soon. And if we don't talk to you again, Happy New Year. And we will see you all in 2024 at the latest. Oh, look here. We have one more Rob Smith sighting before the end of the year. Finally broke even with my dividend since April with Tesla. That's good for you. Yeah, I was hoping it would be higher because you see what Tesla stock has done. And Tesla is actually down for the year, according to when you look at the year-to-date chart. Anyway, all right, you all. Thanks again. Take care. Have a great rest of your day, and we will see you all very soon.